Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Okay, so I'm gonna make this clear. We are gonna talk about a sensitive topic that refers to disabilities and how people use them as a shield. Hello, better with the Irish. So, if you don't want to be here for that topic, I suggest you click off. But if you want to know what the topic is about, or if you're curious, I encourage you to stay. Okay. So I've noticed a lot lately that a lot of people use disabilities as a shield to offset their own responsibilities. And the perfect example I'm going to use, which I need to bring up here, but I have to remember what video that was, revolves around a certain comment that somebody made to me. And I think it was this video. I think. Give me 1 second here. No, it wasn't that video. Okay, I'm gonna go back and find this video. Lord Almighty. I made too many videos. I don't think it was that one. Okay. I know it's in here somewhere. Yeah, I do. Uh-oh. I think I broke YouTube. No, that's not it. Okay, well, you know what? I don't know where it is, so I'm not going to waste my time looking for it. So I'm pretty sure everybody will know what the video I'm talking about, so we're just going to go there. So a person named Colleen Bennett left a comment on one of my videos a while back, um, making fun of my sexual orientation by saying, I'm sorry, sis. Oh, I mean, bro. Now, rather than take responsibility or take the action of what she said, of her derogatory comment to me, she has been going into other streams and other chats saying that I called her an idiot, that I made fun of her disabilities, yada, yada, yada. No, actually, you cannot use your disability to shield yourself from the responsibility of what you said. You cannot do that. Now, I'm going to share my screen here because I am going to actually point the inconsistencies out about a lot of things. Okay. Mental illness isn't an excuse for problematic behavior. Okay. Saying you're autistic or saying you have ADHD is not an excuse for bad behavior. Now, I gotta go down here. Okay, I think it was up a little bit more. Yeah, here it is. Within her, okay, so this is about a boyfriend and his girlfriend, okay? And he states that she committed several aggressions, including misgendering his friend and insinuating he was dirty, among other things. When he confronted her on her behavior, she defended herself using her own diagnosis for OCD as justification. He said that it's not that he couldn't understand this experience. He knew firsthand that coping with mental illness is one of the most confusing, destabilizing experience a person can go through. However, unmanaged illnesses such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and other diseases can hijack our reactions, causing us to behave in ways that don't align with our values or true characters. Mental illness doesn't evaporate the consequences of our actions. Okay? Now, I have to point this out as well, okay? Because I have to clarify this for people using the autism um, claim, okay? Autism is not a mental illness, okay? It's not. It's called the autistic spectrum disorder. That as itself is not a mental disability. It's a spectrum of multiple issues. When you are on the autistic spectrum, it doesn't mean autism is a blanket. There are several categories and characteristics that they use to define what part of the spectrum it's on. Okay. So when you're going into streams saying, oh, well, this person called me an idiot because I'm autistic, that's not a blanket. Okay. That's not a blanket to excuse your behavior. Having autism does not mean you are stupid or you don't comprehend things. And I actually found this out to back up my statement. And you're right, Better with the Irish. It's a neurology, a neuro disorder. But I'm going to pinpoint this out if I can find it again. Because I found it one time. Okay, yep, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to prove that theory wrong. All right, I am. Okay, now this was actually recently done. It was. This was actually one of the recent ones I found. This was done in December 2021. Okay? Now, this has to deal with that. This is a new study that was done that suggests that people who have autism actually have higher IQs and understanding capabilities than previous thought. So, this is where it gets interesting, okay? The inclusive definition flagged children who met criteria for autistic disorder, Asperger syndrome, or pervasive development disorder not otherwise specified, whereas the narrow definition included only those with autistic disorder. The researchers also tallied clinical autism diagnoses documented in the record. Of the 890 individuals for whom the records contained IQ data and who met the inclusive definition of autism, 59% had an IQ score that was average or higher, defined in the study as 86 or above. The same was true for 51% of the 453 people who met the narrow definition. By contrast, only 43% of the 187 people with a clinical diagnosis had an average or higher IQ score. The study appeared in November in Pediatrics. What does that mean? Because I know a lot of people are wondering what that means. Okay. This means that according to the study, people who have autism or are on the autistic spectrum are not as stupid or as intelligent as somebody not on the spectrum. It means that if you have autism or are on the spectrum, it doesn't automatically mean that you don't know something or you don't comprehend what is going on. Now, I do have to also state this out as well. So I'm going to bring this up. It's the closest thing that I could find. Okay. Liability of the mentally ill. Okay. So, and their insurers in negligence. Okay. This is the closest thing I could find close to this. Okay. Although familiar with the insanity defense, psychiatrists know little about the liability of mental ill persons in civil actions or the secondary liability of their insurers. Generally, the mentally ill are responsible civilly for their actions regardless of mental state, except where the law requires specific intent and the illness negates such intent. There is a very, 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 very interesting thing behind this. Okay, there is. And why I brought that up is this. In America, it is very hard for somebody to plead insanity. It is very hard. Because what they look for literally is if you understand right from wrong. If you understand right from wrong, your mental state or your illness is thrown out. Now, there have been people that have been acquitted, but it's been very rare. And even those that were acquitted still had to go into an institution. So even though they didn't go to jail or prison, they still had to go and get therapy and get help. You cannot use an excuse of a disability to get away with your actions anymore. It's kind of like when I made a comment about Belinda Paul, and she said, "Oh, well, he knows I have autism." Just because somebody calls you an idiot doesn't mean you're an idiot. Okay? It doesn't. In fact, it's been proven already that intelligence with people on the spectrum scale or ADHD are not as smart nor as dumb as people without a disorder. It all depends on the person. But it's also on the same method as well. You're more inclined to know more about a certain topic if you're interested in it. Australia no longer has the death penalty, and Canada no longer has the death penalty. Um, Both countries abolished the death penalty. However, in America, it depends on what state. Okay, in America, it depends on what state. Some states in America do have um, the death penalty, while other states don't. You cannot hide behind your actions or anything and use disabilities as a shield. The other thing that I need to point out is that we are on the internet. Anybody can say they are autistic. Anybody can say that they have ADHD. I am not saying that people don't have it or do have it. What I am saying is that we are on the internet. We don't know if you have it or not, and you cannot use it as an excuse. We are seeing a lot of people who don't even have it use it as a shield now. Yeah, we know about that. Now, there is an article that I'm going to partially read because I found this interesting. Oh, wait, which one was it? Wait, which one was it? Yeah, that one. Okay. Sorry, I had to find the right tab. Okay, gonna read part of this. Mental health, without a doubt, has finally gotten the center stage it deserved years ago. It is only now that people are beginning to give importance to an individual's mental well being. In today's time, everyone wants to protect their mental health. However, understanding the concept of mental health accurately is very important to begin dealing with it effectively. This is very similar to the misunderstood concept of feminism. Not very long ago, women became anti men under the guise of being feminists. Women would disregard anything in that a man would say just because he would biologically and socially associate as a man, irrespective irrespective of the fact that he was right or wrong. He would be disregarded because he was a man. However, there was a huge misunderstanding. Feminism was never about the woman being superior. It was always and still is about equality and equity. It was about questioning not the men, but the superlative structure that was associated with these men. There are a lot of exemptions. Mansplaining, for example, is when a man, while explaining something, takes on the stance of either being condescending or patronizing, or even men who feel entitled to be superior to women. But that is some men, not all. However, mental health is now treading close to these misconstrued lines where there seems to be an increase in the rather misuse of the concept of mental health. Mental health, as defined by the World Health Organization, is a state of well being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. The definition of mental health clearly states that a person realizes his abilities, cope with normal stresses of life, and work productively. Mental health is not an excuse just to cut off or disregard any criticism that comes your way in attempt to protect your mental health or even withdraw from the world and other responsibilities because it harms your mental health. The, the World Health Organization also states some clear parameters that might induce problems of mental health, such as violence and persistent socioeconomic pressures or certain violence. Apart from that, poor mental health could also be a cause of rapid social change, stressful work conditions, gender discrimination, social exclusion, unhealthy lifestyle, physical ill health, and human rights violation. No doubt when addressing a topic of this manner, there is a huge chance of offending people. However, in the interest of promoting a better understanding of mental health, and in an attempt to ensure we do not exploit it, we must learn to draw the lines between our regular life and mental stressors. Like I said, you cannot use it as a weapon. You you cannot use it as clout. You cannot use it to excuse yourself from all responsibility or liability from your actions. If you're going to sit there and put down a comment, for example, and somebody criticizes you and you go, "Oh, I'm autistic. He attacked me." It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. You have to accept the criticism and responsibility of your actions. If you don't want to do that, then don't type anything. When you use mental health as a shield or a weapon, you devalue that for the people who really have struggles that go through daily life. Yes, Lola, I am actually going to be working on that. There are people who have high anxiety that work every day, that have coping skills. There are people every day that have to work with some form of a mental disability, but they don't use their disability as a shield to absolve them of all responsibility. If you're one of those people that have to use it because you can't handle criticism, you need to reevaluate yourself. Because, like I said, you're demeaning the people that actually go through the struggles with it every day. But I will also reiterate this: it's the internet. Everybody can say they have one thing or the other. It's kind of like somebody going on the internet saying they're a multimillionaire. It's the same principle. We don't know if you really have it or not, but I do see a lot of people using it as clout and as a way to excuse their behavior when in fact it shouldn't be used in that way. And I did drop the link. So, see, I dropped it. I don't know where she is, but I did drop the link. Maybe she broke it. And that's true, Mayor. A lot of these people are keyboard warriors. And some of them, when they can't handle criticism, the first thing they come up with is, I have a disability. It can be a mental disability, a physical disability, or some other type of disability that they can try to use as a shield to absolve them of all responsibility. And it doesn't work. Hold on. She's up here somewhere.
I'm here.
Now, like I said, I'm probably going to offend a lot of people, but this is a topic that needs to be discussed. This is a topic that needs to actually take place. Like I said, there are a lot of people that struggle. If you're on the internet throwing it around like a penny, you are literally devaluing the people who actually struggle. Let me fix my screen. Okay, there you go, Nikki. Now you're as big as me. What do you want to
Cool.
say?
I am still eating. I apologize. It took forever to cook this damn chicken, but it is so good. So I'm gonna take a little mouthful here and there while I'm up here.
What do you want to add to the conversation?
um, well, what I want to say is I do agree with people using their illnesses as a crutch. They are. I've had it done to me with my own family. I'm so tired of it, especially when I know they're lying and they don't have that said illness. Other times I'll see on different platforms, in other communities or people that are in the comment section, and they're literally attacking people and then saying, well, you can't come at me though because I have autism, or you can't come at me because I'm a schizophrenic, whatever the illness may be. But that's what people are using. Yeah, exactly, Lola. They are being keyboard warriors and using their illness as almost a shield so that you cannot respond. It's not right.
Okay, to clarify what a keyboard warrior is, a keyboard warrior is pretty much a person that literally attacks everybody. They
Yep,
act big and bad on the internet, when in reality they're some little shit without a real life.
pretty much.
That's what
Yep.
a keyboard warrior is. They'll
Hmm.
talk a lot of shit, a lot of smack about people. They'll try to bully people. They'll try to act big, bad, and tough, but they're just a bunch of little peon little bastards.
Yeah. And then they'll play the victim card. Well, you attacked me first, which is never true. It's, I don't like it. Wish it would stop.
Yeah, exactly what Mayor said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pat,
So
go lay
tired.
down.
No, just leave her alone today. She's not in a very good mood.
I know, that's why I said to go lay down and relax for a while.
Yeah.
I wish I could send her a bottle of wine.
I know, right? Hey, Joe.
And some bubble bath stuff, so she can have a
Ooh.
spa day in the bathroom.
And here.
Candles, bath
Epsom salt.
bombs,
Yeah.
a bottle of wine, just sitting back in the bathtub and just relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe being Joe. Like I said, I know I'm going to anger people about this topic, but it is a serious topic. You cannot use that as a shield.
No, it's got to stop. It does because it's so easy to be on the internet and exactly like Lola was saying, be a keyboard warrior. I've done it myself. I'll sit there and say things that I would never say to their face. You have to
See,
get
I'm
out
the
of that
opposite. I don't
mentality.
care what I say on the internet because I'll say it to your face.
Yeah,
Nikki can attest to this.
yeah,
Nikki can
it's bad.
attest to that.
It's bad.
Hey, Joe being Joe. You cannot hold it as a crutch.
No.
You have to take responsibility. If you can't take responsibility or if you can't take criticism, then don't say anything.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why if you got to be able to handle it back. People are entitled to their opinions and thoughts. Absolutely. So if you say something and someone disagrees with you, that's okay. You don't have to throw your illness in so that you're protected by that because that's not fair at all.
And you're right, Lola. That's getting overplayed as well. I did play that card one time. And then I realized it was stupid to play that card.
Yeah.
And I haven't played that card since. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care.
And that's literally how you are and I love that about you. More strong than me. Always have been.
Oh, hold on. Okay, you entertain the masses.
All right. Let me see what's going on in the comment section. Pat hit the wrong key. I'm going to go back to what Pat said, though. Pat says, oops, sorry, I am so tired and worn out. To think that society has hurt people so much that don't deserve it. The ones that are mentally ill, handicapped, it's up to us to take them under our wing. And I totally agree with that statement as well. Absolutely. People just need to change. Hi, Laura. Hey,
There are two people I know. There are two, well, I don't know them personally, but I know there are two people in a different community that are autistic. They really are, they really have that issue.
mm-hmm.
But you cannot go out and, and use that term willy-nilly because like I said, you're demeaning it for the people who are having a hard time, who
Yeah.
do have a hard time processing their emotions or processing what is around them. But on the same token as well, they don't use their disability as a shield. Like if they offend somebody or if they misconstrue something, they have apologized for it.
So
They don't use it as an excuse for their behavior. Now, another perfect example is this. And you know what? I'll bring it up here because I have no shame. Okay? I have no shame. The perfect example of somebody using a mental illness as a shield has been Mrs. Roadhog, aka Michelle.
Yes.
She uses her
Hi, Adele.
ADP as a shield for everything.
But she also used that damn pregnancy as well, which was disgusting. I'm sorry, I'm butthurt about that. I'm so angry.
Oh, I am still angry
That's
about
not going
that.
to change because she literally used that for her crutch to everyone and anyone, literally telling people, if you get me upset and I lose my baby, it's YouTube's fault and everyone in it. You cannot do that, especially when there's no damn baby. That's the piss off.
Hello, Adele. I hope you're having a good day today, Adele.
Anita, are you still in here? If so, I just wanted to say to you, dear, that I'm sorry what you're going through and what you have been going through. And I hope things get better for you. I mean, I was in deep with the hogs, but I get obviously you were too, right? I just want to say I'm sorry for what you're going through. I really am.
Is that the same Akita we know?
Yes, that's the one that went on AZ's panel.
Akita, I want to say I'm sorry to you for what happened.
Yeah.
Akita, are you? I hope you're still here,
Same.
sweetie. I really do.
Everybody, I told everybody that. Well, sorry, I told Teresa and a couple of people, and I asked her if that was her. I figured it was. No, I like her. I feel bad for her and her husband. I mean, I could just imagine being a part of that side, you know?
Okay, Irish. I'm going to say this, and if you want to throw a book at me, I
Of
think people with turrets are awesome. Okay, I really do.
course you would.
I think people with turrets are freaking awesome. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just think they're freaking awesome. I do. I think they're freaking awesome. Okay, I do. I think they're freaking awesome. Okay, I'll say that. Okay, I know it sounds bad, but I think they're really awesome.
Hi, JJ. Hey, Selfie.
Hey JJ, hey selfie queen. But like I said, if you can't take responsibility, don't 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 do it. Don't say anything. If you can't handle the criticism, then don't make criticism for yourself.
Yeah, agreed. If you can't handle the
Oh
backlash,
no, Irish. I just think they're awesome in general. And let's face it. Okay, let's face it, Irish. There is nobody out there, regardless. There is nobody out there, regardless, that curses more than I do on a daily basis. Okay.
I don't know because I do have that F word strong in me.
Yeah, but I pretty much called you everything in the book. I've called
Yeah,
Mayor everything in the book. I've called Teresa everything in the book. I'm sorry. I curse worse than a sailor, and I'm proud of it. Okay.
yeah, I believe it. That's why I love you. Are we playing the Deliverance banjo yet? Darcy, I'm going to figure out one day who the hell you are. I'm telling you, I'm on a mission. Dom, Darcy's in here.
Hi, Darcy.
While we can't figure out who this is, are we playing the Deliverance banjo yet?
We
Oh my,
already did that. We already did.
that F is strong with sin as well. Yes, we have that issue, don't we? Oh my God, twat waffle. Oh, Mare's got her wrench and shoes ready. Shit. Watch it. You're a crazy girl. All right, so you're at least good. Now I know you're at least a woman. I don't know. I know somebody that's named Darcy that's a male. So Darcy is a woman. I'm gonna find out. I
Oh
have to
my.
know you. Oh, I'm on a mission, man. I gotta find out who this is. I won't out them. I want to know. I'm so curious. Just because she knows a lot of stuff, and I feel like I'm talking to myself. She's just like me.
Pat, if you're referring to your grandson, your own grandson said he was going to put you in a home.
Yeah, he kind of did.
Yeah, see? See, Nikki knows. Nikki
Hmm.
knows.
He's funny. Those two fight. It's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah, and then Pat actually yelled at me for corrupting her grandson.
You
I
corrupted my
didn't.
effing son too, you
I
bastard.
did not corrupt anybody.
Yes, you did. That
I
little
did
shit won't
not.
even listen to me unless you're. It's bull.
Now, um, I think we're at the end of our topic, I guess, because now we're talking about random shit. But just remember, if you're going, if you're going to use any type of thing as a shield, before you do it, think of the people who actually have to go through it.
Yeah. Shutting this live off, are you? I just got here.
Okay, how about I shut this live down and we come back and talk about random shit?
Why are you gonna be busy? You don't want to just talk about random shit now?
Well, no, because I don't want to detract from the conversation of the topic
Oh, I see.
because it's an important topic.
Yeah, I
You see what I mean?
agree. Okay, yeah, just keep it strict with this. I get it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We can come back and
So
fuck around.
we'll be back in 15 minutes. So if you want to chit chat with us, we'll be back. Okay. I
Yeah,
owe it to Nikki to have a Nikki stream with her.
yeah,
And then I will we'll talk about Pat and her seniority and senality too. 'Cause she's kind of yeah. Okay, so we'll see you in 15 minutes.
Oh, wait, wait, wait. So are you saying that we should be mindful of others before we lie and drag through the mud? Yeah, of course, Akita.
Yeah.
Akita, we're going to be back in 15 minutes on this panel if you want to come back.
Yeah,
Um,
Akita,
oh,
I do hope you come back, Akita,
yes,
because we'll
please.
be back in 15 minutes. So you know what? We'll be back in 15 minutes, and we'll see you all soon.
All right, let's go. And then, yeah. All right. Bye, guys. See you in a few minutes.
Bye.